Hi there. So this is just a little video of I'm gonna go over how I got eboots and stuff like F-boots, V-boots, that kind of thing to work on my tnv11 via Ape Escape. So I'm just gonna show you. Oops, I don't want to format anything. I'm currently on software version 3.5, and I've got Ape Escape as well as Pool Hall Pro. Now I did have a couple of eboots and stuff on my device already because of running Pool Hall Pro on this same firmware. And I wanted to use the XMB that tnv11 gives you, but I also wanted to use all my homebrew on this, whereas homebrew on the tnv11 currently isn't really working very well. I found a way around that, and I'll show you here in a second. So technically, this isn't really running the homebrew through tnv11. It's running it through Arc through a tnv11 exploit, which is a bit complicated, but it'll make sense in a second here. Basically, I've got the tnv11 working, but I'm using the boot recovery.pbp option. Now, what you could do is just boot one. But you could just boot one eboot or whatever from that recovery mode option, or you can do what I've done with Arc. So I'm going to load the exploit while holding R to boot into recovery. Actually, I guess I'll just show you that the XMB works and everything. So far this is just a normal boot up of tnv11, and I've got a bunch of ISOs on here and stuff, and that works all well. Three and a half tnv11, blah blah blah. Okay, so the problem with tnv11 is that the eboots don't work, at least right now with the version I've got, the one leaked by QuickRazor. So the way I found around that is if you go into the recovery menu. Sorry for the blurriness here. I'm trying to use a phone camera. It's shit. Any year now. Okay. I guess that's better. So what I've done is I've got a run program at tnv54321. That's the tnv exploit folder. And recovery.pbp. So basically what I've done is I've copied over all the files from my Arc exploit for Pool Hall Pro, but the the secure.bin, the param.sfo for the save folder. I've copied those over into the tn folder so that nothing is overwritten, and I've simply renamed the eboots to recovery.pbp. So now when I click run program at recovery.pbp, this launches Arc from within tnv11. And this allows me to use, once this focuses, this allows me to access my VHBL folder, which has all of my homebrew. And launching fboot.pbp by clicking start. Oops. I can run my Pokemon Emerald ROM. Which works perfectly fine. Once again, this is on 3.5. And if I were to hit start and select at the same time to emulate the home button, wait. Oh yeah, that's because that's a TN feature and I'm technically in Arc. I'll exit GPSP. And if I remember correctly, yep, it does not return you back to ARC. It simply returns you back to TNV, so you don't have to relaunch the exploit each time. So once again, that's simply slap all your ARC files in here, rename it to eboot.pbp, and then simply, or recovery.pbp, and then simply run it through the recovery option right here. Quite simple. I don't know if I've copied over any files that are unnecessary for ARC to run, or if I haven't tested if you just need the recovery.pbp. You don't need any of the other stuff. I'm not sure, but this is just what's worked for me, and hopefully it helps out. So yeah.